On March 17th of 2023, my name is Moriah Washington. I get to serve as Director of Community Engagement with New York City Emergency Management. And we are pleased to start our 11th annual symposium. This is our first hybrid version ever. So you do see a few cameras that are located. During registration, you should have seen the disclaimer. There will be live recording as well as photography. So your images may be in one or the other as we capture the greatness of this event. Again, as we said earlier, we're going to be in this space, the main room, until about lunchtime. So at any point, if you need to take a break, please do so. If you ever need anything, let us know. We have a first aid kit located here, as well as the front where you did registration. So at this time, I'm going to call up Iskra Kilgore to the stage. She serves as the Assistant Commissioner for Community Engagement at New York City Emergency Management.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our 11th Annual Community Preparedness Symposium. My name is Iskra Kilgore. I'm the Assistant Commissioner in New York City Emergency Management. After 2 years of having this event virtual, we are very excited to return in person here in Baruch, and I'm even more excited to see so many of you here, our community partners. We have a great group of speakers today from government and nonprofit organizations who are going to talk to us about the important role that communities play in emergency preparedness, response, and recovery. I personally am very excited to learn from their experiences today. And without further ado, I would like to introduce our first Deputy Commissioner, Christina Farrell, for her opening remarks. She just celebrated 20 years of service in emergency management, so please give her a warm welcome.
Good morning. Excuse me. Thank you, Iskra. Thank you, Moriah. Thank you, everybody who's here. As I walked into Baruch, I felt like it was 2018, 19, I don't know, when we've done this there before, so it is so great to be back in person and to see all of you and be together in this beautiful space. And welcome to our online friends as well, and a special shout out to Anthony Oscato. We all know how challenging hybrid is, and he's managing the online component, so thank you to him as well. As Iskra said, I'm Christina Farrell, First Deputy Commissioner at Emergency Management, and on behalf of Commissioner Iskell and our whole agency, I want to welcome everyone to our symposium titled A New Standard, Communities Ahead of Emergencies. We have quite a robust and terrific team, and I want to first of all thank them for doing all this work. And 11 years is impressive for an event annually. If you throw in a pandemic and a bunch of other emergencies and leadership changes and all different things that we've had over the years, it really is outstanding that they keep the ship going. Herman Schaefer, who unfortunately is remote today as there's COVID going around his house, so we all are part of the new normal, but Herman is here in spirit for sure. Iskra Kilgore, Moriah Washington, Emily Rodriguez, Sana Sakaba, John Sosa, Jill Cornell, all from the community engagement unit. And I know that you all aren't just working with them today, that you work with them throughout the year. And what's really terrific about events like this is that we have people from all different divisions and area of emergency management, like you see Nell taking pictures, and other people checking you in and things. So it really is an agency-wide effort. I also want to thank our speakers. We have a lot of fantastic speakers today from different community-based organizations, including Jason Lyons from the Red Cross, our keynote speaker, Yesenia Mata from La Colmena, Jessica Clemente from We Stay, Nos Quedamos, Racine Ledros, Jerome Nathaniel and Keith Carr from City Harvest, Lorena Curocias from Mixteca, Nilvia Coyote. I think they put the names in like order of difficulty as we went along. So if I don't get your name perfect, my maiden name was Lindra, which no one has ever heard ever, so I apologize if I'm not saying your name perfectly, because I know how it feels. Nilvia Coyote from New Immigrant Community Empowerment, and Robert Yabeng from African Communities Together. We also have from our government partners, we have Derek Gomez from the Mayor's Office of Immigrant Affairs, and we're really excited to have Christina Curry, who's now the Commissioner of MOPD, who has worked with us in many different roles over the years here as well. So thank you, everyone. We know how busy everyone is. We know there was a little snow on the ground this morning, so thank you for making the time and coming and talking to us. This year's agenda is focusing on providing real examples of community response from experts across New York City. Speaking of communities and response, it's been a very busy year, as usual, for New York City Emergency Management. We were able to provide hundreds of preparedness workshops over the past year, and right before the holidays in December, we did our very first canvassing activation of our community networks. As many of you know, there was a coastal flooding event in Far Rockaway and southern Brooklyn, and so our partners in those areas were able to reach over 9,800 people through phone, and this all came together like 2 days also before the event based on the forecast, so that makes it even more impressive. They reached out to 9,800 people through phone, text message, email, and social media, providing critical information to their communities. This is just one example of how community partners like all of you consistently rise to the occasion to provide support, guidance, and advocacy. So I know we endeavor to say it often, but I'm sure we never can say it often enough, so thank you to all of you. Our emergency management work is rooted in our partnership with the communities, and we could never be successful without the help of nonprofits, faith-based, and community organizations. We're really excited that this year we have included 21 new hyperlocal networks in our Strengthening Communities program who are developing their own local emergency plans, which will strengthen their capacity to prepare, respond, and recover from emergencies. And we'll be excited to hear from some of them next year in this very space. So this, as I indicated, this symposium is an opportunity for all of us to reflect on all the work we did in 2022 and our continued preparedness efforts for 2023. So a few takeaways for the audience. We hope that when you leave here in a few hours today, you've made new connections. I'm sure many of you already have while you're getting your coffee. In this room, we have service providers, disability advocates, emergency planners, nonprofit organizations, community leaders, government agencies, and many more. We hope that you'll be an active participant in our sessions and connect to others. And if there's someone in the room that you don't know or you want to meet, if you hook up with Moriah, she'll know them and she'll connect you in her spare time. And also Jill. Jill will do the same thing. We also hope that you gain new tools and strategies. The speakers we have today and your fellow participants will provide insight about new tools and strategies you can use in your communities for your preparedness efforts. Resources, the many organizations here have resources to offer for both emergency preparedness and response. And please take a moment, if you haven't already, and visit the Ready New York and the CERT tables in room 14290 for additional information about how you and your community can get prepared. I don't know if it's a coincidence, but CERT and Ready New York are also celebrating their 20th anniversary of emergency management this year. So we have a whole year-long celebration planned. This is one of many events. So those of you that have been with us for a very long time, remember the roots of Ready New York and CERT. We have our CERT table, apparently right there. Thank you. We're excited to see what the next 20 will bring. So thank you again for joining us. Please enjoy the sessions. Take some lessons learned back to your communities. Stay in touch with us as we stay in touch with you. So together we can serve and bring resources to all our New York City communities. Thank you very much.